Good morning. Welcome to another Zwift Community Live KRT Racer Focus here. Just getting all the technologies squared away. Looks like we have audio. Be giving you a commentary from the inside perspective of Zwift racing. You may have just been watching the broadcast of the KISS Australia eCrit series, where riders are compiling points to race in real life in a Zwift meetup later this spring. It's almost spring, I guess, in Australia. We're doing a different course than they were doing. They were doing a nice flat course with one little punchy climb. We're doing a hilly course. It's about a 9-mile lap, and we'll be going over the notorious Box Hill. Got 50 seconds to go here before we get started. You can see all the data in the top left. That will stay there, and then there'll be some more data on the right, which will show gradient. So sit back, relax. I'm going to suffer. Got about 26 A-grade riders. It looks like we have a whole lot more in the other categories. Different guy from the Ascenders team here as well. I'm sure Lookman's here. That's Ascenders. It's a team in Singapore. You got boys on the KISS racing team wearing this kit that I'm wearing on my person. You'll see my avatar in the center of your screen all the time, and then my teammates as well. So I'm going to shift up and wind it up here as we get ourselves underway. Looks like we're really gonna do one of those classic KISS starts. As we come onto the course out of the pens. Everybody you see, all these avatars, they're all real people pedaling real bikes. You don't need a special bike per se, but there's some special equipment you can choose to use. Zwift.com's got more information on that. So we're going to get through these rollers here, trying to be close to the front. There's a draft slipstream in the game. So if you're behind other riders, it's a benefit. They push the air out the way. So again, it's like I said, got some rollers that we've come through. Now we're going to be on the Thames for a minute. Then we make a right turn up through Whitehall. If you haven't figured out, we're in London, virtual London. That right-hand turn, we go up a pretty serious hill. And it doesn't flatten out right after the top. So you really have to stay on it through the effort. Yep, and looks like we have some tech issues that we can't see everybody's name in the list to the right. There's more people in this group than there are according to the list on the right. Some of them are in different categories, so they can't see us, and vice versa, but we can see their avatar. Okay, just coming up to the right-hander right now. You want to be close to the front in this situation, as it will be strung out. As there are more people in front of you, there are more chances for them to make mistakes, to lose wheels, and those mistakes get compounded and increase the size of gaps that you have to close. And I got boxed onto the left. See how it's narrowing? The pack is getting slim. Wasn't too bad. Now, gotta just recover as much as possible before the climb. We're going around twice, so gotta do the climb twice, which is terrible. I weigh 205 pounds now. I'm adding weight, not losing it. So going up a hill with these guys that weigh like 165, it just doesn't happen. But we try. We try as best we can. A lot of this game basically, yeah, I figured out what I was going to say. A lot of this game is about an illusion to make you want to do this kind of hard effort, because I'm just in an apartment. It's like 70 degrees in here. I've got 4 fans, but like, you know, the heat, the pain in the legs, all that stuff makes your body want to stop. So the game comes in, and it's an illusion to give you a reason to keep going hard, which is great. It does a good job of that. There are definitely some things though in the game that you gotta just ignore, both to preserve the illusion, and then secondly because they're just distractions. It doesn't really matter. It's like having an awesome cake and just having only one layer of icing at the top. That's what Zwift is. If you want 2 layers of icing, well, you're not going to find it. So there you go. I haven't even gotten my heart rate up and I'm already, it's up, but it ain't up. I haven't got my heart rate up and I'm already philosophizing. So again, coming up here, going around a traffic circle, a roundabout. So we'll take a quick right here, then a quick left, go around the roundabout, and then we're on it. You can see we're in hilly country. This is Surrey, United Kingdom. We teleported using the subway. So like I said before, you want to be close to the front for any critical junction. Anytime the course is about to change and I'm having internet issues, not a good time for that. All right, looks like we're still okay. Come on, orange. Don't do that to me. So you see the graph kind of at the bottom of your screen. Red is hurtful, orange is slightly less. I got Dave pacing me here, but there's only so much I can do. I have a target wattage that I'm trying to hit, upper zone 4. looking at where I am on the hill. I'm not too worried about Sticky Bottle here. He's helping me, but I'm not gonna add watts because he can go up this berg way faster than me. So I'm just kind of looking ahead on the road. See, now Dave's blocking me. See if we can get it together. Here's the B rider that's caught us. Nobody else behind, close. So I'm just targeting 105% of my hour power. Right now my hour power is 350 watts. Sticky, you gotta stay steady. You keep slowing down too much. Don't worry about me. So we're just gonna follow this Japanese guy. He's in the B category, so he's strong. But I've just got to hold my pace. Just smooth, vary by 5 cadence at the most. We're almost at the peak. Almost to the top. Lost a minute to the other guys. Minute 20 at least. There it is. Surrey Hills. I can't look at the comments too much because if you lose the wheel in the game, you gotta look. Here we go, up another berg. Ooh, eclipse. Okay, so now we're going down. Down, down, down. It's about a 9-mile lap. So we're almost one time around. That graph you see scrolling across the bottom is mostly for me to see what zone I'm in. Make sure I'm staying steady when steady matters. But sometimes data is too much. That's why I block out my heart rate. You guys can see it. I cannot. I have a sticky note over it. And right now we're just soft pedaling down a hill going 48 miles an hour. 49, 50. See, I'm doing very low watts and able to keep the speed up. So it's a great time to recover. When you see the graph go by, it'll all be gray, or you might not even be able to see it. But gray is zone 1. Zone 1 is the easiest zone out of your power zones. So now I'm just thinking ahead to the next feature on the course. That's the escalator, and I know what the escalator takes. The escalator takes a sustained effort that peaks over the top because it's a very steep ramp. It takes out a lot of speed, so you need to attack it afterward. There isn't a chance to rest, so you're putting other people in the box, the hurt box, if you keep the pace up over the top. Sometimes you'll see me type OTT into the chat. That usually means over the top, except for when it doesn't. Wink wink. It's just a little bit of clan, our team code. "630 feet climbed, 8 miles. That's pretty hefty. About to go up another one here. So now's when we kind of punch it a bit. This was our plan. Surprised our guy. Found another teammate. To be honest, I'm not thrilled. James is gonna rip my legs off. I think we're gonna wait for Sticky, which would be good. Stronger guys always keep you accountable. James, no exception. Same with Dave, Sticky Bottle. Just focusing on holding the wheels. And I'm not doing it so well. James is a taskmaster. That's Hodges in front of me, if you didn't know. So now all three boys on one team. James the strongest, followed by Dave. And I'm just kind of a lead sled. Dave, you watch this later, I think your difficulty slider is too high. Because you're surging all over the place. You want to be smooth as best you can. You don't want your equipment to fight against you. All right, James wants a grip. James is probably just eating a sugar-free cake or something. We're trying to catch on to Sang, Battiato, Orange, the three of them. Still working, we got about 7 miles to go. 2 of those miles uphill. Ooh. Sometimes it's tough to remember how much I really know about racecraft and Zwift and how long it took me to learn it. Because strength surely isn't everything, but there's thought that goes into it that can help. This isn't good because I can't stay with Mr. Orange Neil Duffy. I forget which color's which. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. They're on the Cogs team. Excuse me. So I don't know what our strategy is right now. We're down to a 40-second gap up ahead. Brown is worried. I'm just turning over a pretty big gear. We are about a mile, just over a mile from the climb. 2-mile climb. And right now we're basically giving Brown a free ride. So I don't know what we do because I'm not going to be able to hold his wheel on the hill. All right, I don't know, maybe we just sit with, what do we just sit with Orange and then just keep hitting him with stuff? That'd be fun. This is kind of like the end of the round in other games where there's like 3 guys on one team left, but they're just looking for that last guy, that sniper or whatever, to end the round. Well, we found him. Now we have to figure out how to dispatch of him. And I think what we do is we just prevent him from getting a free ride. Here we go, onto the hill. We can just let James coast off the front. I can't hold that. All right. So, Box Hill strikes again. I hate it. I hate this course. Still having fun. I got nothing for this though. I'm not feeling it. It's tough because I got to get back on top of the gear. Whatever you do, Dave, don't go in front of me and then slow down. Okay, spinning back into it. So you see my cadence and watts coming up. Trying to keep turning it over. I'm basically last in the A category. There was a time when I could do like 4 or 5 up the whole thing twice. One time I did a 100-kilometer race on this that did 5 laps. 5 times up the climb. And to be honest, that's where my season peaked. I have yet to regain that form. That race ended me. And I beat some strong dudes. One of which raced in London at the Cyclist World Cup, which is a Zwift race. It's not the actual world champs. But yeah. Oh no. I gotta stay with these blokes. Can't have this. About halfway up the berg. The game is so, it's steering them onto the right. It's making me lose the wheel. I didn't do anything to cause that. I'm done. too pissed off. A lot of things wrong. A lot of mistakes today. So I just got to finish. But my overall ranking's gonna get hurt. I don't care. I had my best ever race on this very same course. Best ever overall finish. Beat some strongest dudes. And I lost points on the overall. Did best power numbers. So, if you ask me, and quite a few other people, it's hocus pocus. We don't need it. Zone 2 is great. Basically on Saturday I did an intense tempo ride with 2 anaerobic efforts in there. And then I rode 100 kilometers at tempo on Sunday. That's 62 miles. Then yesterday I did an hour of 1-minute intervals, 15 times at 450 watts for 1 minute. And then here I am today with no legs and no mental capacity for this stupid hill. And we have to go up this dang thing twice a week. It's terrible. I weigh 205 pounds. This is not fun. Whew. It helps to have a teammate. Sticky really helped me out first time up, but as soon as you lose momentum like I did when I just chose to stop, you're like not even, you just lose speed so fast that it's not even worth it to try to get it back. I got it back, but I kept getting steered off of those 2 guys that came past me, which is just so frustrating. The draft works on the hills, and then when the game arbitrarily takes it away from you, and you have to put out more effort for the same outcome, it's really disheartening. Nobody was making an attack. Nobody was increasing the pace. The game just decides to steer you onto some random line. You wouldn't do that in real life unless you were like about to pass out and couldn't control the bike. So, whatever, it's just part of the game, but my goodness, it's constant. All right, so now we just have a nice leisurely ride down this Fox Hill. There's the back side of Fox Hill. So, yeah, stringing 4 days together and finishing with a race you're not really motivated for I would probably have got, I probably have the legs, but for a flatter race, but not for this. Because there's dudes in that front group up there that's 5.5 minutes up the road. There's guys in that group that are going up this hill at like 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, twice in a race. And it takes me like, if I was 10 pounds lighter, it would take me like, I don't know, 7.5 minutes. So, yeah, I'm just an old time Zwifter, really. And a young, snarky, competitive one at that, so take it for what it's worth. Just been doing this for 2 years now, and it's got me some great fitness and real life performances, but with any game, sometimes it gets old. Sometimes it gets old. Yo, there's probably an Australia West E-Crit series just about to start, or starting right now. That's going to be commentary, not an inside the race perspective, so refresh your browser if you haven't already. Pretty sure those boys will be starting up pretty soon. That's Jesper Anker and Wesley Sulzberger, the Tasmanian. So here we are, into the tube. Look at that, Achilles finishes the race. He's putting a hurt on Brown. Looks like he's got a gap.